there, welcome to NTV English News Bulletin. I am Bhavana Casey. In the beginning, we have the headlines. Chief Minister of Bagmati Province, Sarikam Jammakar, seeking a vote of confidence today. Assembly meet summoned for 3 p.m. Putin says China's peace plan can end the war, however, claims Ukraine and the West not ready for peace. At least 12 killed and over 200 injured after a 6.5 magnitude earthquake hit Pakistan and Afghanistan. Pakistani Prime Minister directs disaster agencies for releasing Laos in the opening match. Welcome back. You are with NTV English News Bulletin. Now we have the news in details. Chief Minister of Bagmati Province, Salikram Jammakar, is seeking a vote of confidence today. A session of the Bagmati Province Assembly has been summoned for 3 p.m. today. According to Province Assembly's 3 ministers from the government and withdrew its support to the government a few weeks ago. The provincial government was formed on January 10 following an alliance among the CPN-UML, CPN-Mao Centre and the Rashtriya Prajatantra Party. Now it has only the ministers from two parties, Mao Centre and the UML. An alliance government was formed on 11th of January 2023, comprising of CPN-UML, CPN-Mao Centre and Rashtriya Prajatantra Party. The Janata Samajwadi Party has called its meeting of the Executive Committee in regard to the by-election of House of Representatives scheduled for 23rd of April. The meeting has been called at 1 p.m. at party office in Balkumari of Lalitpur. Executive Committee member Sivalal Thapa said electoral constituencies. The date for candidacy registration for the by-election is on 3rd of April. President Ramchandra Paudel has planted saplings at Bankali in Pashupatinath area. President Paudel planted saplings of Nag Champa flower in Bankali area today. According to the host and former secretary at the Ministry of Forest, Yuvraj Busal, the plantation program was organized at Bankali area coinciding with the mythological New Year today. He shared that President Paudel planted the specific species of flower plant Nag Champa, which is used to offer worship to the Nag, the serpent god. Busal informed that a plan was being made to bring the president to Lumbini for saplings plantation, largely for the national peace. Welcome back. You are with NTV English News Bulletin. Now to more updates. Most of the sub-customs offices under the 5 main customs offices of Sudur Pashchim Province remains closed. Of only few sub-customs offices that were operating after the country back again. About 162 years ago, in the year 1917, Belori Customs of Kanchanpur was established as the main customs in Faru in the Sudur Pashchim Province. At the time, from Belori, this was the headquarters of 2 districts, Kanchanpur and Kailali. In 2019, the headquarters of Kanchanpur was also displaced. Similarly, Belori Customs Office could not continue as the main customs office and was transformed into the sub-customs office. There are 17 sub-customs offices in different areas under the 5 main custom offices in Sudur Pashchim Province. Meanwhile, a demand to reoperate has been made to those customs offices that have the potential of revenue. Now to the international updates. China's peace plan for Ukraine could be used as a basis to end the war, Vladimir Putin has said. But Putin said the plan could not be put forward only when they are ready. But Putin said the plan could be put forward only when they are ready in the West and Kiev. The Russian president met Chinese President Xi Jinping on Tuesday in Moscow to discuss the conflict and relations between the two countries. China's plan, published last month, does not explicitly call for Russia to leave Ukraine. Listing 12 points, it calls for peace talks and respect for national sovereignty without specific proposals. Meanwhile, the International Monetary Fund says it has reached a staff-level agreement with Ukraine on funding worth $15.6 billion. The organization's first loan to a country at war is expected to be approved in the coming weeks. IMF recently changed a rule to allow loans to countries facing exceptionally high uncertainty. You are watching NTV English News Bulletin. More updates lined up on the other side, but before that, let's have the highlights first. Welcome back. Now to more updates. At least 12 people have been killed and more than 40 injured after a powerful earthquake struck large parts of Pakistan and Afghanistan. The 6.5 magnitude quake damaged buildings, triggered landslides and sent people running into the streets. It hit Tuesday evening local time and was centered in Afghanistan's Jurm Valley, which is prone to quakes. The remoteness of the sparsely populated area is likely to slow relief and rescue work. In neighboring Pakistan, Prime Minister Sharif has asked disaster agencies to take emergency measures to help people. The United Nations report has warned of a gloomy report published by UN Water and UNESCO warns that scarcity is becoming endemic because of overconsumption and pollution, while global warming will increase seasonal water shortages in both areas with abundant water and those already strained. The world is blindly traveling a dangerous path of vampiric overconsumption and overdevelopment, the report says. Its publication comes before the first major UN Water Summit since 1977. Thousands of delegates will attend the three-day gathering in New York, which begins on Wednesday. You are watching NTV English News Bulletin. More updates lined up on the other side, but before that, let's have the highlights first. The Prime Minister's Three Nations Cup football tournament is kicking off from today in Kathmandu. Nepal, Bhutan and Laos are playing in the tournament to be held at Dasarath Stadium in Tripureshwar. Nepal will face Laos today in the opening match slated to kick off at 6 p.m. A 23-member team has been announced under the captaincy of Kiran Chemzong, the goalkeeper of national team, to play this tournament. The national team, under the newly appointed head coach Vincenzo Alberto Ennis, is about to play the first international match at home. Bhutan and Laos will face each other on March the 25, while Nepal and Bhutan will play on March the 28. The top two teams will play for the title on March the 31st. According to ANFA, the winner of the competition will receive $500,000. Henry's Klaasen hit a 54-ball century as South Africa raced to a 4-wicket win over West Indies in the third one-day international. Chasing 261 to win, Klaasen came to the crease at 80 for 4, but smacked an unbeaten 119 as South Africa won in 29.3 overs. It is the fastest any side had chased for more than 250 in a men's ODI. The series finishes 1-all after the opening ODI was washed out. South Africa will now face Netherlands on 31st March and 2nd April, with the games deciding who earns the 8th and the final automatic qualification for the October's 50-over World Cup. Well, with this update, we come to the end of this English News Bulletin, but before we say goodbye, Chief Minister of Bagmati Province, Salikram Jamma Patel, is seeking a vote of confidence today. Assembly meets summoned for 3 p.m. Putin says China's peace plan can end the war, however, claims Ukraine and the West not ready for the peace. At least 12 killed and over 200 injured after a 6.5 magnitude earthquake hit Pakistan and Afghanistan. Pakistani Prime Minister directs disaster agencies for relief and rescue. And Three Nations Cup involving Nepal, Laos and Bhutan kicking off from today. Nepal facing Laos in the opening match. That's all we have in this edition of English News Bulletin. So I'll see you again with next round of English Bulletin at news updates and other programs. Namaste.